I'm a big fan of Toyota cars. I've had the privilege of owning 4 Toyota cars at different points in my career. Right now, I have my second car, which is a Toyota. So I'm a big Toyota fan. But I'm also an EV fan. And those two somehow don't go well together, EVs and Toyotas. What is it about Toyotas and EVs? In today's episode, we're going to find out about that. Hello everyone, welcome to the Green and Clean YouTube channel. My name is Vittal. What is a Kodak moment? If you ask someone before 2012, they would have said like, it's a moment where you take great pictures with the camera. It's something to cherish, something to keep in memory. But if you ask someone after 2012, especially these days, Kodak moment often refers to something like a failure to innovate or a company that didn't respond to the changes very well. Well, Kodak invented digital cameras in 1975. They were pioneers, they were one of the first to do so. But somehow they didn't carry along in that path because they thought that this technology may not catch up, and most importantly they thought that it will hit their business, the second business, which is making film rolls, and they ignored the digital camera world for a very long time. And today you've seen what has happened. In 2012 they filed for bankruptcy, and today there is no Kodak. So that is what is referred as Kodak moment. Missed opportunity, failure to innovate, failure to adapt to the change. Is Toyota going to experience Kodak moment? Well, I would think no, or I would hope that no is the answer. Only time can tell that. But are there signs? Probably. As early as 1997, Toyota launched the very first hybrid vehicle, Toyota Prius, and it's a global hit since then. And even today, Toyota makes some very great hybrid technology cars, whether it is Corolla, Camry, RAV4, and here in India, Innova High Cross, and things like that. So they are great at building the hybrid technology. But what started in 1997 as a journey towards EV, which started with the hybrid technology, somehow has stopped at Toyota, or it has not progressed much. Even today, they just have like one car. Maybe there is two. Some new model was released a few days back, but they just have BZX4 or something like that. So that's the EV car. So Toyota has betted big only on hybrid technology. So Toyota's strategies has been on hybrid technology. It's been working good. They have a great technology. Their sales figures are impressive. So why change something if it is not broken? Why fix something if it is not broken, right? So that's the approach that they are taking. Back in the days, Toyota felt that the batteries are expensive, the materials made for batteries are difficult to mine. So these are real issues, and they probably looked at the demographics of the people, where nearly more than half of people in the world don't live in a landed property. So they must be living in some kind of apartment. So charging is going to be an issue, and to some extent, Toyota was right. Charging is still an issue even today for people staying in apartments. But the changes and the improvements are happening in the EV world. So it's a bit of a question mark now on Toyota whether they still can ignore the EV technology. We all know Toyota products are very good, reliable, and anything they bring out are absolutely 100% reliable. In my 4 car experience that I had, I can say that never ever any of their cars broke down for me. And whenever I took them to a service station, when the service guy asks if there are any problems with the car, my standard answer was no. So it just had some basic maintenance that is required. Otherwise, nothing broke. The cars never broke on me, and that's not an exception. It's a norm. So there are many Toyota owners in the world. I don't have to. I'm nobody to certify, Toyota's dominance and the reliability of their cars, it's a well known fact. So with their success and with their hybrid technology, Toyota somehow never really looked at the EV path. Or did they look at? Yes, they have been announcing, or they have been talking about this solid state battery for a very, very long time now. I think nearly 5 years. Every month or every week you will see some video of some Toyota guy saying that there's going to be a solid state battery in so and so year, and the EV industry will be dominated by Toyota. I don't know if it is coming from Toyota house or some YouTubers trying to get more clicks for their videos, but there is a news, there is a constant news of Toyota's solid state battery. So maybe Toyota is really looking at solid state batteries for their EV technology, and hope they will come up with something really good, because I personally would want to see a Toyota EV being released and being adopted by people. If I have a need, I might buy a Toyota EV if they come up with that. But solid state batteries, as of now, I think they are saying 2026, end of 2026, before which it will not be ready. So still a long time to go. We will only have to wait and see. And another technology that Toyota has uh, gone after is the hydrogen cells, right? So they have this Mirai car, which is still doing some pilots around the world. So they are betting on hybrid hydrogen technology. So if other auto manufacturers went this route, somehow Toyota took this route for the EV. So they are in a different path, and I hope that something works out for them, right? In 2023, out of 77 million cars sold, 9.4 million cars were EVs. And in 2024, out of 88 million cars sold, 13 million of them were EVs. If you look at these numbers differently, in 2023, 12 in 100 cars sold were EVs, whereas in 2024, 16 out of 100 cars sold were EVs. So this means that Toyota is losing out on 16 customers for every 100 cars that are sold worldwide. And this number can only increase over a period of time. Are they losing out by not adopting to EV? And the answer to that is kind of given by Teslas and the BYDs, who have been growing from strength to strength year after year, especially BYD. 3 years back, this company was not even in the top 20 list of the world's leading automobile manufacturer. But suddenly from 2023, 2024, they have jumped into number 11, and then now I think BYD is number 6 or number 5. I don't know, but it's a significant jump. And BYD, when I checked last, sells around 4.2 million new energy vehicles, and that's a staggering number from where they came 2 3 years back. And Tesla is around 1.8 million EV cars. Of course, BYD's EV sales figure also includes their hybrid technology. They call it as new energy vehicles. But even if you take like 60% of those 4.2 millions are EVs, you are roughly talking about 2 million EVs. So Tesla, it makes pure EVs, battery electric BEVs. So Tesla's numbers last year were around 1.8 million, BYD pure EV, let's say around 2 million. And where is Toyota? Toyota is around 25,000, 30,000 EVs. So they have like a one namesake product in the EV portfolio. And to be honest, that's really disappointing. Even here in India, there are EV cars from Tata, Mahindra, MGs, BYDs, you name it. There are a lot of companies, but not Toyota. Toyota has zero electric vehicles as of today. And in some context, you can't blame Toyota, because they are betting high on hybrid technology, and they are maintaining their number one spot for uh, almost for a decade now or more, right? So they are in their comfort zone, as well as trying to come up with something rationally different from others. And I believe that when Toyota is researching something, they do a very good job, and they come up with products that are market ready products that are reliable, as I've said again. And I hope that they come up with something better, maybe hydrogen, maybe solid state batteries, and try to catch up with rest of, or try to maintain their lead in such a way that they are not threatened. While they are doing good, it's a bit of a question mark how the rest of the world is going, especially China, Europe, Australia, and other parts of the country, including the United States. Everywhere there is an EV mandate that is being put. So more and more people are going towards EV. The EV adoption in China is almost catching up. Last year, I think mm, the percentage share of EV vehicles was 50% or something like that. We have so many countries in Europe like Norway, Sweden, where the EV adoption rate is very, very high. Australia is catching up, a lot of EV adoption there. So if rest of the world, countries by country, they start adopting EVs more and more, then Toyota will be in a very similar situation as Kodak. Toyota executives also doubted the profitability and operability of EVs. As you know, EVs, once they're off the shelf or off the showroom, they have very less maintenance. So there is not going to be a whole lot of market for maintenance. So very much like Kodak, maybe Toyota is also thinking that if you go the EV way, then they will lose a chunk of their business. I spoke about Tesla and BYD's about their EVs. Even other companies like Volkswagen, Hyundai, even Suzuki is getting serious into the act of having EV cars. You would see many more models coming in their portfolio. So it's just Toyota that is not coming up with anything, or probably holding their cards too close to their chest and not revealing what is really happening inside the Toyota house. What do you think about Toyota's EV strategy? Are they on the right path, or are they gambling, or are they taking calculated risks? And I hope that there is not a Toyota moment in the future, just like Kodak moment that we have today. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Green and Clean YouTube channel. See you again in other episodes.